Artem Lobov just appeared on the Ariel Helwani show after announcing his return to MMA. He's scheduled to fight Zubaira Tukhugov at PFL Dubai on October 3rd. But that wasn't the biggest story. Artem opened up about his falling out with Conor McGregor. For anyone who didn't know, these two were once close, like brothers. But things took a bad turn after a serious disagreement over Proper 12 whiskey. Artem says he came up with the idea for the brand and that Conor promised him 5% ownership. According to Artem, that promise was never kept. Now he's suing Conor. Yeah, it's that deep.
In that conversation that you just spoke of, have you had any sort of interaction with Conor? Have there been any attempts to try to fix this just between the two of you, two old friends?
No, and that's another reason where it tells me that he knows that, you know what I mean, that I'm in the right and he me over, because he went on Twitter, slayed me, but never even sent one text or just a call saying, hey, what's going on, let's sort it, because he knows, you know, what can he tell me? He knows I've done it. He knows how much work I've put in. He knows he shook my hand and promised me 5% no matter what. You know, so that's why he never tried to contact me. He just went on Twitter and slayed me, you know what I mean, publicly. Tried to, you know, basically bully me out of court or whatever else he was trying to do there with that. You know, but, you know, he should know that I don't tap, you know, and that's one of the reasons why he was such a good friend and why he respected me for those exact qualities, you know. So how does he now expect me to just, you know, back down here? And he himself was then, you know, giving out to me for kind of backing down against Khabib, you know, and I said, listen, that was a mistake of mine, you know, I will never allow that to happen again, you know, and I stay by my word. So how did he want me to back down this time? No, I told him myself I would never back down again, and I'm sticking to my word, you know, I have to fight till the end.
Duplessis spoke about defending his middleweight title against Khamzat Chimaev at UFC 319. He gave respect to Khamzat's wrestling and grappling skills, but made it crystal clear, this isn't just wrestling, this is MMA. And in MMA, anything can happen.
Khamzat is really known for his relentless pressure. He's an elite grappler as well. What can you exploit against him?
Yeah, I mean, Khamzat obviously world-class wrestling, grappling, but you know, at this level of the sport, everybody's world-class. You know, this is not grappling or wrestling, this is MMA. And that's where I'm going to exploit, is being the best in my... we're not fighting for a wrestling title, we're not fighting for a grappling title. We are fighting for the UFC title, and that's where I am the best. I'm not the best wrestler, I'm not the best grappler or best striker, but when you put all of those things together, if you combine it, and that's the sport we do, I am the best in the world.
I mean, do you feel any pressure going into this fight?
Yeah, I think for me, pressure is such a big part of the game. I think if you don't feel any pressure, then you don't care enough. You know, for me, the pressure comes from me putting a high expectation for myself, going out there, you know, defending my belt, going back home without it is not an option for me. So the pressure is there, not only to win, but to perform to the best of my abilities and being better than the previous outing. So, yeah, of course.
Muhammad Mokaev says he still wants to return to the UFC someday. He was let go about a year ago, even though he was undefeated and just 23 years old. Dana White said he was difficult to work with. On Demetrius Johnson's YouTube channel, Mokaev opened up. He said his last fight was the final one on his contract and everything depended on how he performed. He fought Manel Kape, and while he didn't get finished, he didn't get a knockout either. Mokaev explained how hard it was, making flyweight, fighting 7 times in just 2 years, and 4 of those were against top 15 guys. He said that the more he fought, the less energy he had. It wore him down. His focus was only on one thing, the title. Everything else? He didn't care. He just wanted to beat Pantoja. He said, even if I won by decision, I didn't care. I just wanted that belt. He believed that if he had knocked out Manel, the UFC would have signed him again and given him a better deal. But since that didn't happen, they let him go. He was told straight up, you need to take risks and go out there and perform. Mokaev said, I don't think it's fair. I was 7-0, 23 years old. I'm not going to be throwing flying knees every fight. Not every fight is flashy. Some fights are just dirty, grindy. He added that he knew he might get cut, but he's not done. I'll win a few more fights and I'll sit down with the UFC again. I still believe I can come back and take that belt. And about Pantoja, Mokaev didn't hold back. He's tough, but I've trained with him. I don't see anything special. Meanwhile, Dustin Poirier was in his hometown of Lafayette giving back to the community. Over 1,200 backpacks were handed out during their 5th annual back-to-school drive. A simple act, but it means a lot to those families.
Y'all need 3? 2? Y'all got 2, you need 1 more? There you go. You got 2 kids? No. You got 2? There's no more coming? No more. These big. No more people. I don't offer that anymore.
Mauricio Rufi Rua is set to fight Benoit Saint-Denis at UFC Paris on September 6th. Renato Moicano had a strong take on that matchup. He said Saint-Denis has no chance. None. I think Rufi knocks him out in the first round, he said. Rufi's the future of the lightweight division. He acknowledged that Rufi hasn't been fully tested yet, but pointed out something big. Bobby Green isn't easy to knock out, and Rufi did it in round 1. He's the real deal, Moicano added. Tom Aspinall also did a fast-paced UFC heavyweight Q&A that was fun to watch.
Leg kick from Gan or a jab from Ngannou?
Leg kick from Gan.
Southpaw or orthodox?
For me to fight against? Southpaw.
One fighter you'd never want to spar?
Not got one.
Worst thing about fight week?
Not knowing who's going to win or lose.
Nando's before a fight, yes or no?
Yes.
Pints or protein shake after a win?
Pints.
Fight every weekend or cut 25 pounds once?
Cut 25 pounds once.
UFC glove design, fix it or leave it?
They're back to the old ones now, aren't they? Leave it.
Best advice you've ever been given?
Enjoy yourself.
Fight night in Manchester or fight night in Vegas?
That's a good one.
Muhammad Makayev also shared what it feels like to lose a professional MMA fight, the emotional and mental weight it brings.
Like to lose a fight. Somebody trolls, laugh, and will talk to trash and say what they want to say, but what is it really like to lose? When you go 8-10 weeks for a full camp with one goal in mind, obviously to win the fight, you work in strategy, you work in nutrition, you work at everything, and the fight game is unforgiving. No matter how good you feel, nothing's guaranteed. People will tell you, oh man, I'm sorry you lost the fight, bro. Keep your head up, you got this, the next one. A couple days later, it's forgotten about for them, right? But for fighters, you're still living with it. You're still thinking about it. Even myself, right? I'm still thinking about it. And you're the only one that really knows how it feels. You lost. You got to prepare again, just as hard, even more. I don't care if you're sick, if you're tired, come to the gym. I don't care if you don't feel like training, come to the gym. On fight day, you don't know if you're gonna feel like fighting. You don't know if you're gonna feel sick. You still gotta get in that cage. You still gotta lock that door and you still gotta throw hands. You gotta put that work in. You gotta get to the point of training to be in uncomfortable spots. Training to be in spots you can't push any harder, but you're still going. You don't wanna jog another mile, but you're still going because you never wanna have this feeling again. You never wanna have the feeling of losing. You never wanna have the feeling of disappointing your team, your coaches who dedicate their lives to helping you, dedicate their time to helping you. So for the fighters, you live with it for a long time. You're still gonna have to dwell on it. And it's only gonna fuel you. It's gonna fuel me. Other fighters, you take a loss, let it.
Then, Matt Brown gave a raw perspective on Conor McGregor's mental state post-fighting. Matt said, "We don't really know Conor as a person. We only see what he shows on social media. And that's not always the full story. But just based on that, Matt said he's worried about Conor's mental health. He talked about how fighting becomes your whole identity. When you're in it, you're all in. And when that's gone, you don't know who you are anymore." Matt said Conor might be dealing with that now, that his identity got shattered. First by Khabib, then by Dustin Poirier. Dustin took his soul, Matt said. That was the nail in the coffin. He believes Conor is struggling because now he's not a winner anymore. And he's not even fighting. That's a lot to deal with, even more so when you're rich and don't know what to do next. When you've made it, when you can buy anything, travel anywhere, what now? Matt asked. He said if Conor doesn't have good people around him, it could spiral fast. From what we see, it doesn't look like he's doing well. Ray Longo also chimed in, saying he was surprised that Khamzat Chimaev is a -205 favorite over Duplessis. He didn't expect those odds.
Or who do you think is the betting favorite? Ray, I'll let you get right back in.
Yeah.
I'd say Chimaev.
You'd be accurate. Ray, go ahead.
Wow. I tell you, that's got to be that. That can't be a big line. What's the odds on that?
It's not, I mean, it ain't small. -205. Dricus is +170.
Wow, that's
Ken was nodding like, yep, not wow, not wow.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. I mean, it seems about right. Well, you look at, I mean, who does that?
I'm surprised,
to
Ray.
But if you look at the last fight where Chimaev just made Whitaker look like he was making his UFC debut.
Yeah.
And, and you're just like, gosh, so the bookie's got to be looking at that. Bookmaker's got to be looking at that, and you're like, man, that's insane. So
now, Rampage Jackson. Last night, he got into a heated argument with his girlfriend, and it was all on Livestream. He told her multiple times to leave his house. He said she had gone upstairs to change, and when he texted her asking where she was, she replied with just one word, being loyal. Rampage didn't take that well. Things escalated and the whole thing played out in front of viewers live. You could hear the pain, the confusion, and the frustration in his voice. Whatever they're dealing with, it's clearly not just surface level stuff.
Get your go home.
No.
Listen, I'm not playing with you. Go home.
I didn't do anything.
Listen, I don't care if you did anything or not.
Good night.
Listen, I don't care if you did anything or not. Go home and delete my number.
Oh, okay.
Real talk.
Why? I didn't do anything.
Real talk.
I didn't do anything bad.
Hey, real talk. Real talk. Go home and delete my number.
Why do you read chat?
I'm not.
You overthink, so why do you read
listen.
chat?
I'm not even reading chat.
Yeah, you are.
I'm reading your text.
I will chat.
Hey. You heard what I just said?
But I didn't do anything.
Excuse me, please.
What do you mean?
Go home.
Go home.
Yes.
Because I was changing.
Go home because you're not welcome here. Not because you're changing.
Wow.
Go home because you're not welcome here.
Okay. For sure.
For sure. That's why
How many guys are in the...
Listen, chat.
Literally.
You.
Stop. Wow. Why?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Listen, this is one thing.
What did she
Listen.
do that was like... Yeah, what did I do?
I
changed my outfit.
Can I finish? Are you gonna cut me off when I'm talking? I asked her a direct question.
Where she was?
She didn't answer.
He said, where are you? She said, being loyal.
That's not my...
Because why would you ask at your house? Like, what do you need?
Why would you say that? Like, where are you? If you're gonna ask, you're gonna say, oh, I'm changing, or I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're not gonna say being loyal unless you think, hey, I know.
I would do that.
I don't give a fuck.
And finally, Israel Adesanya. He says he's open to a rematch with Paulo Costa. They fought back in 2020. Izzy won by TKO in the second round. Recently, Izzy's been calling for a rematch with Sean Strickland, but according to him, Sean doesn't seem interested. Izzy talked about how he sparred with Kamaru Usman in Miami around the time Alexander Volkanovski got his belt back. That was Izzy's first sparring session after taking time off to let his brain rest. And now? I've been itchy for a while, he said. I'm ready to go. On the idea of facing Paulo Costa again, Izzy said, I don't need to say much, that sounds fun. I'd give him a chance at redemption, and just like people have done for me. And as for Sean Strickland, Izzy's cool either way. If he wants to fight, cool. If not, it's all good. And that's a wrap for today's news. Thanks for watching.